everyone, welcome. This is Strong Mind Soft Heart and my name is Joelle. Thank you so much for stopping by my channel today. If you are new, I'd love to invite you to subscribe by clicking that red button down below. And if you are back, thank you so much. So I am going to be answering a question today that I get asked quite a lot, and that is, are you going to have another baby? So here we go. I'm going to do my best to answer it. Before I do, a couple things. I just want to say that my hands, I have one painted and one not. That's just mum life. I think we can all understand. But you're going to be seeing a lot of hand talking because that's what I do. So I thought I'm going to get that out of the way. The other thing is I just want to be extremely sensitive with the topic of this video, in that I in no way am trying to be insensitive towards anybody who maybe wants to have another baby or wants to have a baby or is in some sort of situation like that. This video is not intended to rub salt into any wounds or anything like that. I'm simply just wanting to share from my own journey, my own walk, what's going on in my own heart right now, and yeah, just share it with you guys. I hope that's okay. So here we go. Okay, so I have 5 beautiful children. We are abundantly blessed by God. David and I have just been, I don't even have words. I'm so grateful to the Lord for our 5 beautiful children. I'm going to put up some photos as I introduce them. We have Joseph, who's 10. We have Isaac, who's turning 9 this year. Darius will be turning 7 in August. Lily will be turning 5 in July. And little Michaela will be turning 1 in July. Now, what is interesting is that I really never got asked this question, very rarely, when I had 2 or 3 kids. It wasn't really a question. But now that I have 5, I get this question seriously a lot. I think it's like once you have 5 kids, people think, oh, well, you're one of those families and you're gonna go and have 5 more or something like that, which, by the way, I have absolutely nothing against. I can only give admiration to those families. I enjoy binge watching YouTube channels with extra large families. I think they're incredible. I totally see the benefit of having a huge family. I think it's absolutely wonderful. I just don't think that David and I are cut out to have a gigantic family. Now, in saying that, in our Western terms, I guess, we do have a large family, having 5 kids. And I wouldn't have it any other way. We were, however, done at 3. That's what I always tell people. We were finished at 3. We had our 3 boys, Joseph, Isaac, Darius. I come from 3, David comes from 3. 3 sounded like a really great number. And I was having a few health problems after my 3rd child was born. And we're like, you know what? It's cool. We've got our 3. We're good. We can be done now. And God had other plans. And Lily was the shock of our lives, like a full-on, if you ever want to hear of a surprise pregnancy, she was not planned at all. And yeah, that was really quite shocking to us, to the point that when I spoke to David and told him, hey, we're pregnant, we didn't talk about it for 3 weeks. Like, we both knew, but we just couldn't bring ourselves to talk about it. And not because we didn't want her, but just because we were so shocked and unprepared for that sort of news. Now, like, in saying that, as soon as she was born, like, you could not imagine life without Lily. We love our Lily so much. And it was actually after she was born that I looked at Dave and I'm like, I reckon we could have another one. So, all that to say, my oldest 4 are all quite close together. They're not as close together as some people's kids, which I take my hat off to you mums who have had them even closer. But I was always pregnant with my next baby when my baby was 11 months old. So I'd be breastfeeding, not getting a period, and yeah, fall pregnant. Now, that was something. So we had our babies. They are exactly 21 months apart each, those 4. And after Lily was born, you know, I did feel like maybe we could have one more, but I said to Dave, let's just wait, you know, and let's get my health better, because my health wasn't very good at that time. And let's just see if this is still on our hearts, you know, a few years from now. So rewind to, well, how many months ago was it now? Oh my gosh, I can't do math on the spot. Well, she's 10 months old almost. So anyway, we did have another baby. We had Michaela, and she was very planned and not a shock, but a very, very happy surprise. And yeah, so we had our 5th baby. Now, I feel so full. My cup is like overflowingly full. Our lives are so busy. And I have to be honest though, I still feel so incredibly clucky, like unbelievably clucky. I could totally see us having another one, as scary as that sounds. Now, that doesn't mean that we will, but it does mean that this is something that I actually, you know, I'm not going to use the word fight. I don't fight with it, but it's just something that I continuously think about, continuously ponder in my heart, because I just, you know, we were done at 3, but I can't imagine life without Lily or Michaela. And I'm like, what if this desire and this want to have one more is because we're supposed to have one more? I don't know. And so I'm in this really tricky situation right now where I'm like, are we done? And I'm just feeling clucky because that's the way God made us as mums. Like, will that feeling, that desire to ever have babies actually go away? I don't know. I've heard of women who just knew, we're done, no problem. Like, they had no problem being done and they were able to move on. But then again, I think I know women who, like myself, it's like you never lose that desire. So I'm trying to come to this place of, God, are we supposed to have another baby, or is this just a God-given instinct and desire that you have given me, and David and I need to prayerfully come to a decision to be done? Like, that's where I'm at. I could give you 10 reasons on the top of my head why having another baby might not be the best idea for us. And then at the same time, I've always been one to jump on for an adventure. Like, I've always been one to go, yeah, oh, don't worry about that, let's try it anyway. That's how I am. That's how the Lord made me. And, you know, we've got 5 kids and our house is crazy and our life is crazy and I absolutely love it. I wouldn't change a thing. So I don't know. I'm just really, really stuck. And I always feel really bad because I get this answer. I'm going to be really honest right now. I get this question, not this answer. I get this question all the time. So you're going to have another baby? And the people that ask me are lovely, beautiful people, and they're not I don't believe they're passing any judgment on me or anything like that. But I feel like this pressure to like just conform to what's normal, and already having 5 kids, you know, we get a lot of stares if we're ever out in the shops. You know, if I happen to just take 2 of my kids to the shops, we look like a normal family. I feel like I walk into the shops in and out and nobody looks at us twice. But when I take all the kids in and it's me, or oh my gosh, if I walk my 2 dogs and take my 5 kids with us outside, we look like a traveling circus. We get stares, we get looks. And so sometimes when I get asked this question, I feel like this need to be like, oh, no, we'd never consider that. Or, you know, but that's not truthful. Like, in my head, yes, we're done. Yes, that would be my best answer. In my head, we are all done. But in my heart, I still just have this ache and this desire to maybe have one more. Like, that's just the honest truth. But in saying that, if we were to have one more, it wouldn't be anytime soon. God willing, of course. So as I explained, my 4 oldest ones, sorry, I went completely off topic. My 4 oldest ones are 21 months apart each. And then we had that big break and we had Michaela. And having Michaela has been the first time that I have actually been able to fully enjoy the babyhood, like the baby time. Of course, I've always loved all of my babies, but I always had babies with babies. I had 3 boys, 3 and under. When I had Lily, I at one stage had 4 kids in nappies because my oldest was still in them at nighttime, like 4 kids in nappies at the same time. Our house was just like a constant nursery and daycare. Like, all my babies were all there at the same time, and there's pros to that 100%. I could do a whole other video on that, on the benefits of having your kids close together, but the sacrifice that comes with that is that I missed out on just being able to enjoy every moment, to savor every single moment with my babies, because it goes so fast. Like, I feel like Michaela was born maybe 2 months ago, and she's gonna be 1 in July. It just flies. And this time round, you know, having my next oldest being 4, she's so much more independent. I mean, at the moment she's broken her arm, so she needs her mama a bit more again, but you know, naturally she can eat her own breakfast, she can take herself to the toilet and wash her hands and all of that. Like, and I've just had 1 baby that needs nappy changes and, you know, breastfeeding and all of this sort of stuff. It's just been so wonderful and I've absolutely loved it. So if we were to have another one, we would definitely want to wait. And then this is where I go back and forth in my mind, because I'm like, well, I'm already 35. Now, 35, in my opinion, is not old. Not at all. Not at all old to have a baby. I don't think 40 is old to have a baby. It's happening all the time these days where women are having even their first babies in their 40s. I have a very, very close friend of mine who had a complete healthy and whole pregnancy, beautiful baby at 43. It's so common these days, and we're so blessed with good healthcare and good nutrition in this country that we are, praise God, able to do that. So I don't believe I'm too old, but at the same time, I wouldn't want to wait too much longer if we were going to have another baby. So this is my thought process. Can you imagine what spins around in my head? In saying that, we have a lot of really huge, big life changes coming up, which I will be doing a whole nother video on soon. Really exciting, scary, wonderful changes happening that are going to be huge lifestyle changes for our entire family. And so again, I'm like, well, what does that look like with a baby? Is that something we should do? I don't know. Maybe our desire will change. Maybe the Lord will lift that from us as we enter into this new season. I don't know. But at this time, I haven't lost the desire. And at the same time, I feel like in my head, I'm like, I think maybe we're done. The other thing that I think about is my older kids. You know, Joseph's 10, he's going to be 11 next year. I've only got a few more years with him in the home until he can leave and do what he wants. And I believe, you know, God willing, that we're always going to be close. Joseph is such a sweet kid, and I believe we're going to have a great relationship our whole lives. But I don't want to miss his childhood. That's the other thing. I'm like, I want to love the babies that I have, not that they're babies anymore, but I want to love the children the best that I can right now. And that's always what's been in my head. But at the same time, here we go again, I see how they are with Michaela, and she has only added to our family. She has not taken anything away. She hasn't taken anything away from her siblings, from me. If anything, I feel like being pregnant and having another baby has made me more conscious in wanting to be a better mum to the kids that I have now. I feel like, if anything, it's improved my parenting, and I see how much they love her. They're so beautiful with her. They're much older. They pick her up. They take care of her. They love her. They play with her. They help me with her. Like, it's this has been, having my 5th baby is a million times easier than having my first baby or my second baby or my 3rd baby or my 4th baby. This time has been a dream. It hasn't all been easy. You know, she's not the world's best sleeper, that sort of thing. That's a whole nother thing. But as far as the family as a unit, it has been so wonderful and such a blessing. And I just feel like, as the Bible teaches us, that all children are a blessing from the Lord. So I don't know what we're going to do. We're going to prayerfully consider. We're definitely, Lord willing, done for now. And we are probably done. Probably. But even when I say that, my heart just hurts. My heart just hurts at the thought of being done. So I don't know. We're going to leave this one in the Lord's hands and trust in Him to give us the correct answer, to know what to do. I hope this blessed you. If you are in the same boat, oh my gosh, I would love to hear from you. Please leave a comment or talk to me on Instagram, or if you have some advice, I'd love to hear that too. Thank you for listening to my rant on YouTube. I hope you enjoyed that. And yeah, that's it for now. I'll see you next time on Strong Minds Self-Taught. God bless you. Bye.